A bronze coin that is approximately 500 years old was found by Emma Culligan on Lot 5 of Oak Island. This discovery has had a significant impact on the history of the island for many years. It is possible that the discovery of this uncommon coin will provide evidence that someone was present on Oak Island for a significant amount of time before anyone formally recorded it. The coin, which was thin, dark, and transparent, had not only been worn down by the passage of time, but it also had a hammered appearance, which suggests that someone had physically hammered it into form. There is a possibility that this is proof of ancient hand stamping, or that it was passed around for bread or tools. The XRF machine, which is a sophisticated instrument that reads the metal like a book, was brought out by Emma Culligan. It revealed that the metal was a mixture of iron, tin, and arsenic, which indicates that it was a particularly specific type of arsenical bronze. This particular form of metal mixture is not seen outside of the 1700s, and it is consistent with another artifact that was discovered previously on Lot 7. It is the same kind of bronze that has a peculiar history. It is not the case that these discoveries are merely leftovers from settlers or random drop-offs. Rather, they are well organized and traditional. Even though the coin does not have a Spanish or English appearance, it was crafted by skilled artisans who were well versed in their craft long before the rise of modern Canada. This thing has a name that alters the narrative and moves the time frame backwards slightly, due to the fact that it indicates a contact trade presence. Lot 5 is now more than just a footnote. There are no millions of dollars associated with the coin, nor is it made of sparkling gold or coated in jewels. It carries weight not in terms of value but in terms of meaning, implying that there is a presence of contact trade. Now, Robert Young, the man who spent years out there without the tools that are available today or the equipment that Gary Drayton possesses, is wondering what more might have been concealed on his farm. It is possible that the finding of this coin, which is 500 years old, would lead to further in-depth speculations regarding the history of the island and the existence of extraterrestrial species. Lot 5 is a mystifying location off the coast of Nova Scotia that has been the focus of a great deal of discussion for more than 200 years. There is a sense of power and significance associated with the island as a result of the discovery of a peculiar coin on the island. The coin does not have any visible characters or faces. The coin has the appearance of having originated from a time that occurred a very long time ago, a time that has been lost by literature and history. As a result of this shift in vision, everything goes through a transformation, and it becomes the location that everyone was talking about before it was just another hole in the ground. Not only are the coins made of metal, but they also contain a message from individuals who lived there a very long time ago. According to their beliefs, someone had been missing something significant in the past, and they believed that something substantial was waiting for them deep within. Because they place a higher value on facts than they do on sentiments, Gary, Rick, and Emma were aware that this was the top spot. They are informed by the coins that it is extremely old, that it is extremely uncommon, and that there is no possibility that it accidentally fell into the ground. Someone put it there a long time ago with the intention of concealing it, leaving a sign, or marking something close. Over the course of its history, Oak Island has been the site of several discoveries, including bones, chains, coins, and wood beams, among other things. The sum of these artifacts, despite their eerie appearance, does not constitute a genuine treasure trove. There was a time when they discovered a stone that had unusual marks on it, and people debated for years whether or not it had any significance. There were some pieces of gold chain that were pulled up with a drill, but there was no complete chain that was still held together in one piece. At the turn of the 19th century, a tale that involves a gold chain and a patch of pavement with scribbles may sound intriguing, but nobody is aware of its whereabouts. The enigma of Lot 5 continues to captivate people since it is still a riddle that has not been solved after all these years. The finding of Oak Island has been a lengthy and complicated process, with numerous hypotheses and discoveries that have led to the conviction that there is something of significance buried there. In addition to a strange keyhole plate, some of the more significant discoveries are scissors from Mexico that date back to the 1960s, wooden beams that were marked with Roman numbers in the 1970s, and scissors from Mexico. The findings have been viewed as evidence of building rather than treasure chests, according to our interpretation. The finding of a piece of bone in the 1960s that had Middle Eastern origins raised curiosity among people. They assumed that the bone could be evidence of worldwide visits or a visitor from another country due to its Middle Eastern roots. On the other hand, the fact that the parchment with medieval writing and coins were discovered during the excavation of the borehole did not provide evidence that pirates were concealing treasure chests on the island. Pickaxes, shovels, and coconut fibers were among the tools that were discovered at the site. These tools were utilized for a variety of functions, including fishing and storing duties. The presence of metal artifacts such as spikes and nails, on the other hand, does not always suggest that treasure was involved. It is possible that filters or packing materials were made from coconut trees, which do not grow in the northern regions. In addition, the presence of broken pots, clay pipes, and old beads is evidence that humans were living or working at that location. The fact that stone marks, lead musk balls, shell piles, and indications of husbandry were found all contribute to the mysterious nature of the situation. These discoveries have led some people to conclude that they are evidence of hunting or combat, while others believe that they were simply a part of a wider game. The search for treasure seekers has been a lengthy and complicated process, with each theory having its own distinct meanings and ramifications throughout the course of the investigation. The finding of a great box full of riches, on the other hand, continues to be a mystery that continues to intrigue and puzzle those who are interested in understanding the history of the discovery of Oak Island. When it comes to the topic of archaeology, Emma Culligan, a Canadian scientist with a background that is both exceptional and remarkable. The Dalhousie School in Halifax was where she began her educational journey, and it was there that she initially believed engineering to be her passion. Despite this, she made a swift transition to Memorial University in Newfoundland, where she pursued studies in civil engineering and archaeology, so acquiring a singular combination of scientific knowledge and historical significance. The first work that Emma ever had was at a zoo in Calgary, where she gained experience in dealing with people and learned how to handle visitors without becoming overly emotional. After that, she participated in a government internship that dealt with highways and infrastructure. This internship provided her with the opportunity to learn how large systems function and how to thrive in the never-ending realm of public planning. In the year 2018, Emma became a member of Frontier CBC, a corporation that conducts exploration into the depths of the ocean without causing any damage to the environment. Because of this, she was able to concentrate on researching underwater locations where ancient artifacts and shipwrecks are hidden. Her work underwater was not only about searching for wealth, it was also about ensuring that she did not mess up history while she was investigating it. By 2022, Emma had become a member of the television show The Curse of Oak Island, where she played the role of an archaeometallurgist. In this role, she brought science to the circus. In the course of her work, she makes use of high-tech equipment such as X-ray fluorescence and X-ray diffraction in order to determine what is contained within the artifacts without causing any damage to them. At one point, she took a lead object and dissected it in great detail, telling us exactly what it was comprised of and offering her thoughts on its age and origin, which is not only cool, but also helpful. As a result of Emma's efforts, the team has been able to obtain genuine clues rather than just wild anecdotes. There is a possibility that Emma's coin is not merely a lost treasure or evidence that someone was present on Oak Island years before Christopher Columbus. Through the work that she has done and the enthusiasm that she has for archaeology, she has been able to unearth the mysteries of several ancient civilizations.